Thank you very much and a very warm welcome to the weather desk. Time for us to look at those conditions over the country today. We are going to talk a little bit about the impact-based warning, which is the color coding warning that has been used whenever we give warnings. As a matter of talking about the likelihood of a certain event happening and the impact that can cause. Now, when we talk about level 2, we are talking high likelihood on an event happening. Let's take flooding as a possibility, but we are talking minor impacts, especially as we move towards areas which can be impacted by that rainfall. So as I said, we moved away from what the weather will be, and the color coding talks about what the weather will do in terms of the impact. For example, when you talk about thresholds, we're talking 70 kilometers per hour wind speed. Instead of talking just giving the weather, we are going to talk about what the weather will do. So in the case of the wind speed, we'll be talking about a localized damage of settlement, whether informal or formal settlement. And also, we are talking about a combination of the level of impact and also the area as vulnerability, meaning that the amount of rainfall that is needed to cause flooding in Centurion is not the same amount of rainfall that is needed to cause flooding in Polokwane. So the areas of vulnerability is important too. And lastly, we are talking about the likelihood of, as I said, the likelihood of that event happening. Now, for tonight, let's look at our conditions. We're still expecting a 30% chance of showers and rain as we move into Cape Town. Overall, it is going to be a clear day over southern parts of the country, especially as we move into Free State. For tomorrow, a strong cold front is coming in over Cape Town, causing some rainy conditions over the Western Cape, stretching to the Northern Cape and Eastern Cape for tomorrow. And also looking at our conditions for tonight, it is going to be a relatively cold night, especially Bloemfontein. Freezing as we move into Bethlehem. We're expecting a minimum of -3, an average of 6 over Pretoria, Johannesburg and Polokwane. Musina dropping down to 11, with Sunderland expecting a minimum of -2. Maximum temperatures for tomorrow, it is going to be a cool day as we move into Sunderland with a high of 16, but a warm day over Appleton with a maximum of 26, Musina at a maximum of 25. But warm conditions as we move towards Durban, we're expecting a high of 23. That's all the weather I have for you. Stay tuned.